Hi folks, this is Pete Lane. Welcome to Blind Abilities. Today, I offer a presentation unlike our other Blind Abilities presentations. Today, I want to invite you on a trip with my son Patrick and myself on behalf of Aira and the AT&T ExperienceMore Campaign. I want to take you along for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to Dallas, Texas. Last weekend, I was offered an opportunity to attend an NFL football game at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, Texas. The game was between the Cowboys and the Rams, and I was to use the Aira glasses to enjoy the game. Now, I've had Aira for many months, and I've spoken with many agents. But last weekend, I had the opportunity to go to an NFL game with a very special Aira agent, none other than the great Emmitt Smith, Hall of Fame running back, all-time NFL rushing champion, having spent his entire 13-year career with the Dallas Cowboys.
So we're breaking the huddle right now. Des is going back to the top of the screen. Zeke is off to the bottom right. Got three wides to the bottom of the field right here.
So my son Patrick and I packed our bags, jumped on a jet plane, headed for Dallas, and we'd like you to come along for the ride. Sit back and relax as we travel to AT&T Stadium, courtesy of the ExperienceMore Campaign from AT&T and Aira. Patrick and I landed at DFW Airport in Fort Worth, Texas. After a nice dinner with friends from AT&T and Aira and a good night's sleep, we woke up on Sunday morning ready to go for game day. Little did we expect that the transportation to the game would be in such highfalutin style. Pete Lane here on the bus headed toward Cowboys Stadium, AT&T Stadium. I'm on a very prestigious vehicle. It's the Jerry Jones personal bus. Very plush, fraught with deep, soft leather, all kinds of electrical devices, a full kitchen, a shower. I'm sitting in the Jerry Jones personal parlor now with Patrick, Mark, and Everett from NFB. Suman is with me. Christine Ha and her husband are also with us. And we're in the back of this very lush bus, enjoying our ride over to AT&T Stadium, where we will meet Emmitt Smith, Hall of Fame running back, NFL leading lifetime rusher with over 18,000 rushing yards, over 21,000 total yards. When the game starts at noon, the Cowboys will be playing the LA Rams. I will proceed to my special seat with my son, Patrick. Our seats will be on the 50-yard line. I will then call Aira, but this call will not be a typical Aira contact. My dedicated agent for the afternoon, Emmitt Smith. I can't wait. The AT&T video crew, two video crews, are filming the entire event, getting ready to film the group here in the back of the bus. This is Pete. We just arrived at AT&T Stadium, home of the Dallas Cowboys. We're gathering outside the Jerry Jones magnificent bus. What a ride. Unbelievable. And there's a mass exodus from the bus. We had about 20 to 25 people, I would say. We're looking at AT&T Stadium. The profile is hulking, if that's a word. I think it is. I can't see the details. I have to get out of the way here. It is pregame here. It's probably about 10:15 Dallas time. Game time is noon. I'll report back then. Take care.
We have
Pete again. We are on the floor of the stadium. We're on the field. We're looking at the football players warming up. There's a few Rams out there, Los Angeles Rams, and some Cowboys. Patrick, can you describe a little bit of what you see?
Currently, we are standing on the Cowboys sideline at the 5-yard line. We have both teams out there practicing punting and returning kicks. We have a large crowd in front of us that's lined up along the sideline that's snapping pictures. It looks like they're fans that had access to the field. It looks like the players are starting to enter in. Stadium's filling up. I'd say right now it's pretty empty. I'd say it's about a quarter full. and we have the Cowboys team out here kind of wandering past us. I don't think the entire team has made it out to the field yet, though.
So we're in pregame warm-ups. And what time is it, do you know?
It is 11:10 Central Time.
Great.
Everybody's got their phones up, snap pictures. So there's a lot more Cowboys on the field. We got the quarterbacks out there warming up. They're out there practicing routes. All the receivers are out here. It looks like every stream. Hey, can you take a picture of this? Of course. That'd be great.
Of course, the quarterback he's referring to is Dak Prescott.
Dak Prescott, yeah, number 4. He's
right.
Number 4.
I'm speaking with Everett Bacon. He's with the NFB. Say hello to the folks.
Hello.
Everett is on the field with us. We're right off the 5-yard line on the field.
Are you guys not excited to see this?
We are excited. It's crazy down here. I'll be reporting back when we get to our seats at the 50-yard line.
Okay.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Hey, they want us for some pictures.
We are currently pre-game. We're underneath the Cowboy Stadium. We're right next to the opening for the tunnel from which the Dallas Cowboys will leave the locker room and head towards the field for the official opening of the game. So we'll sit tight here, and pretty soon you'll hear thundering noise. I'll try not to subject you to too much of that. Jerry Jones just passed, going out to the field or possibly up to his box. We are in the Ring of Honor suite, the AT&T suite. It is not quite the most prestigious suite. There is one that's called Stars above us, but we're up in that rarefied air. I hear the music. I think something's gonna happen.
That's the best hat I've seen all day right there.
There you go.
Go Gator.
Right on.
Gator, where are you there?
Cheerleaders are on the field.
Cowboy Stadium, can you hear me? I want you to listen to me right now. This place was built for you and for football, and it's about to explode. Today is not about the past. It's not about the future. It's about right here, right now. Our players are about to take the field and put everything on the line. All the work, sweat, pain, and tears that they have poured into making themselves ready to win. We know the only way to achieve the ultimate goal is as family, together. For today, on this field, legends will be made. Legendary moments will be captured. So stand up, scream, and make sure the boys feel you.
Patrick and I made it up to the Ring of Honor suite, which was replete with a buffet of all kinds of great food, great seats overlooking the field at about the 40-yard line, and a pretty good crowd consisting of AT&T and Aira personnel. From there, we were escorted down to our special seats on the 45-yard line, 20 rows up from field level. There, I donned my Aira glasses, opened my Aira app, and pressed the button that says Connect with the Aira Agent. And sure enough, the voice of Emmitt Smith came over my headphones.
That's better?
That's much better, right there.
All right, cool. Well, I'm going to just go ahead and describe what I'm seeing right now. Right now, they're calling the play, they're breaking the huddle. Dez Bryant is going out to the top.
I could not believe it. Emmitt Smith live in my ear. There were times when the crowd got so loud that Emmitt was very difficult to hear. But for the most part, Emmitt called play-by-play, gave me the lineups, the defensive alignments, the backfield alignments, the coverages, and the action, just as if he were lining up in the backfield himself.
Dak Prescott is sitting back in the shotgun motion right now. Seekins to Dak's right. I think he's going up top to Dez. Oh, nope. He's going Jason Witten. Incompleted pass, my friend.
Who defended it, you know?
The defender or as a linebacker? Ogletree.
Emmitt knew the Cowboys offense so well, he even called the play ahead of time.
Go ahead, quarterback, sneak it in there, Dak. Go to the right. Touchdown. Woo.
Emmitt covered the gamut. He gave me a description of the crowd, the layout of the stadium, and he even went through the challenge process with me.
You may not have control of it.
That's huge. That's our last challenge.
They're out of challenge.
I sat in the stands with Emmitt Smith calling play-by-play on every play for the entire third quarter of the game. At that point, Patrick and I migrated back to the Ring of Honor suite and relaxed and had a bite to eat. I also had an opportunity to shake Emmitt's hand and chat face-to-face for more than half an hour. Of course, the media was there, and they interviewed Emmitt and me together. What a treat.
I've been using this technology for almost a year now, since December. And for everyday tasks that blind people need to accomplish, everything from traveling and navigation, going shopping, going to the grocery store, going to Walmart, something like that, you've got an agent looking through your video and your glasses and telling you everything you need to see.
I think it went well. I mean, his experience is really the most important experience right now, because he's the one on the other end listening and trying to formulate his opinion on what he sees. And so it's really about his experience right now versus mine.
It's information, and that's what blind people need, just access to the information. And as descriptive as that information can be conveyed to you, the better off we're going to be.
Emmitt Smith narrating a football game.
I will never forget it.
That's right. I will never forget it. Game day at AT&T Stadium with Emmitt Smith, NFL Hall of Famer and Florida Gator. What better way to experience more? That was it for activities on game day. We rode on the Jerry Jones luxury bus back to the Omni Dallas and had a quiet dinner. But the next day, we woke up and right outside the hotel door once again was Jerry Jones' personal bus. It took us back to AT&T Stadium, where we enjoyed a private tour behind the scenes at AT&T Stadium. Here's a little bit of audio from that tour.
All right, so right now you are standing in what is called Jerry Jones's perch. This is his infamous perch. So you see this elevator right behind me? This is his personal elevator. So when you get here on game day, no one uses this elevator except for him or a member of the family. It goes directly down into his suite, which is a little slice of heaven, if I must say. It is completely white, no red wine is served, it's marble, it's gorgeous, it's like very, very exclusive as you might imagine, but it's beautiful. So this elevator will take you straight down there and then all the way down to field level. So where he parks, he'll pull in, he'll park, we'll see that too in just a few minutes. But he'll pull in, if he wants to come up to his suite, go out to the field, whatever he wants. This is his mode of transportation for the day. Typically, here in his perch, the reason, if you ever see him in here, that is because he needs a moment to himself. They entertain guests and friends down in their suite, but when he comes up here, he may come up because he wants to really focus on the game. Maybe it's not going so well, maybe it is going really well. You never know, but this is kind of where he and his son, Steven and Jerry Jr. can come and enjoy just kind of a private moment. It is, as you can see, right on the 50-yard line. Directly across from us, there is a similar perch, but that is where the broadcast network, where they call the game from. I was just saying that this is Mr. Jones's perch.
Are these closed usually?
No, they are open on game day. So very cool if you have seats right in front. Turn around, there's Mr. Jones, there's Stephen Jones, there's Jerry Jones Jr., whoever it might be who's in here. He wants to be one with the fans. He loves his fans, all all of that. So, but they're typically open.
Katie, can you describe it for me?
No couches or sofas. There's one round table right in the center of the room, kind of a high, tall table in the center of the room. Currently, there's glass that's outward facing, looking into the inner bowl. But we do open that up, so it's kind of open air into the inner bowl so that he can see. And the wood around the room, it's what we call tiger wood. Tiger's bloodwood, I think is what they call it. And so it's kind of dark wood, striped a little bit, and then you've got some TVs on the wall as well too. So there's 4 sets of TVs right behind you that he can watch the current game or any other game that's going on.
There's no seats up here either. So
No seats.
can you
Yeah,
tell
it's
us
all
where he
standing.
comes and pace back and forth stressed out?
Exactly, exactly. And there's
a small room, I'd say. What?
it's a small room.
10
Yes.
feet by 10 feet?
A little larger, maybe like 10, maybe like 20 by 20, 30 by 30, a little larger than that. There's some cabinetry on one side with a sink, some beverages, things like that, and then there is a phone. I believe it's behind
Is that the red
you.
phone?
There are phone jacks. So typically there is a phone in here that can go straight down to the field.
Yeah.
How large is his suite?
Oh gosh, his suite is very large. So below us, that is the owner's club, right below us, and that spans from 20 to 20. It's the 20-yard line to the 20-yard line. And then within his is, gosh, between the 40s, his personal suite. And then you've got other suites within the owner's club throughout the rest.
And then what would you call this? This is like where Jerry Jones works?
This is his perch. Yep.
Jerry's perch.
Yes.
Jerry's perch.
And where is the white room compared to here?
Directly below us.
Right.
Yeah, there's an elevator right
Yes.
there to your left.
Yes.
That goes directly down.
Yes,
to
goes
this,
directly down. And it's his private elevator on game day, so it'll go directly down to his larger suite and then directly down to the field level where then he can walk out the player's tunnel and walk out into the
I'd have to
field.
decline because I drink red wine.
Yeah, I know.
Sorry, Jerry.
Thanks for the offer, Jerry.
Yeah.
But,
You want
be
red
right
wine?
back.
I can't be there. I
Right.
can't do it.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they are, America's sweetheart, the often imitated, never equal, internationally acclaimed, the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders!
The wall here to my left, these are all of our veteran cheerleaders. So veteran, what means is that they've been on the team at least 2 years. The typical term of a cheerleader is about 5 years. Jenna, actually, she's the first one up on the lockers. She's actually a 6-year cheerleader this year. In total, we have a squad of 36. And you may or may not be familiar with the Dallas Cowboys cheerleader Making the Squad TV show on CMT. So they actually go through the entire training camp experience, the audition process, then the 6-week training camp process, once they make it there, and then them being here and experiencing their first game day. So they have cameras and the CMT crew following them throughout everything.
Do they have to try out every year?
Love that show.
Ladies have to try out every year, yes, regardless if you've been on the team 4 years or this is your first year, they have to try out every year. There are a number of times where they will cut a veteran cheerleader because a new rookie or someone that comes in is just, that much better.
So Jenna is like the 6-year, like she's hanging on tight.
Yeah, yes.
And for
She's
Jenna,
worried.
yeah.
She's really worried, yeah.
Yes, all of the ladies, they do have full-time jobs or are full-time students in addition to being a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader. So when you are a cheerleader, you've got, during the season, we're actually the only team, the only squad that practices 7 days a week during the season. Well, I should say 6, with the 7th typically being a home game. If we're away, then they've got the day off. But a lot of other teams and other squads practice maybe twice a week. Not us. We're here all the time. So they'll either practice here at the stadium on the field or at the Star, which is the Cowboys headquarters. They've got their studio there and then another field out there as well too to practice on.
We're in the Dallas Cowboys locker room.
Each one is like really nice dark wood. They have 3 different areas. They have a place to hang their clothes. They have a place to put their helmets and their shoes and all that stuff. They have a little combination lock as well to keep their valuables. There's like chargers built in and lighting. Looks like there's also things to put their shoes that are air conditioned and ventilated. So
Oh, nice.
let's stick that in place.
Is this, you know whose locker this is?
Yeah, right now we're standing in front of DeMarcus Lawrence. They're all named numbers and everything on each. DeMarcus Lawrence, Charles Tapper, Demontre Moore, Stephen Pia, something like that. Benson Moyona. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Yeah. Over there you can see.
And all of the lockers they're very dark wood, and the wood is imported from Africa. So the Jones family went to Africa, brought this wood over specifically for the lockers.
Nice.
It's very beautiful, very rich color.
Ah, thank you.
You got like storage all over the place. You can lift up the bench seat sort of thing here and store stuff under.
And they each have padlocks on them, hooks within the locker room so they can hang their bags or their jersey or whatever it might be.
Ventilated shoe holders?
So there's ventilation at the bottom. So the actual seat of the locker will lift up where the ventilation is. And then behind that, there's another storage where they'll put their pads. But when they come here, so the Cowboys, the players actually, they don't ever use this space, this locker room, except for when it's on game day. So that's why it's typically very clean. It doesn't smell like a normal locker room.
Yeah, they use it for a day.
Exactly. And when they come here for a game day, they don't have to bring any of their equipment. Our equipment team brings everything for them, has their locker completely set up, everything that they need. So they just show up and get dressed. And they're ready to go.
So is there another locker room that they use for practicing?
There is, yes, and that's at the Star. So it's at their the world headquarters.
Okay.
Yep. So it's up in Frisco, Texas.
All right.
But yeah, so that's where they have their locker room, and they keep more of their personal belongings and things there.
It's a picture of Randy White up there. We saw him yesterday.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, he was in the tunnel when we were going to the
Oh, very cool.
I was the guy who said, "Am I supposed to know who Randy White is?"
Inside AT&T Stadium, on the field, the day after game day, the sound is much different than yesterday. I hear generators, air conditioning units, I would imagine, lighting above us. The roof is still closed. The turf, the grass, is some sort of a manufactured turf. It is amazingly springy and soft. Almost feels like you wouldn't get hurt if you fall or if you're tackled. There are random groups throwing footballs, playing touch football games, flag games maybe. Just a different experience than game day. This concludes my weekend trip. Patrick and I headed to DFW, caught our flight, and landed back in Jacksonville, Florida, Monday evening. We'd like to thank AT&T and the ExperienceMore Campaign and Aira for this amazing experience. And I'd like to give a special shout out to the one, the only, Emmitt Smith for all that he did for me at AT&T Stadium. You can check out the AT&T ExperienceMore campaign on their website. That's experiencemore.att.com. And of course, you can find out more about Aira and subscribe at AIRA.io. This has been a Blind Abilities production. For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check out our website at www.blindabilities.com. You can find us on Twitter and on Facebook. And be sure to download our iOS app free in the App Store. That's Blind Abilities, 2 words. Until next time, this is Pete Lane. Thanks so much for listening, and have a great day.
When we share
what we see through
each other's eyes,
we can then begin to bridge the gap between
limited expectations and the realities
of blind abilities.
The realities of blind abilities.
For more podcasts with a blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com, on Twitter at blindabilities. Download our app from the App Store, Blind Abilities, that's 2 words, or send us an email at info@blindabilities.com. Thanks for listening.